Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Tamra, Judge and Adriana de Moura reveal who they're dreading seeing at BravoCon. Real Housewives Tamra Judge and Adriana de Moura both appear to have beef with fellow Bravo celebrity Scheana Shay. Tamra, 58, and Adriana, 59, were asked which star they are dreading seeing at BravoCon 2025 in November during an appearance on the Thursday, September 25th episode of Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen, and they both named the former Vanderpump Rules star Scheana Shay. Tamra responded to host Andy Cohen's question, "You have beef with Scheana Shay over the Gretchen stuff." A surprised Andy, 57, asked Tamra, referring to Real Housewives of Orange County co-star Gretchen Rossi, who returned to RHOC during season 19 after a 12-year absence and quickly began feuding with Tamra. Everything to know about BravoCon 2025, from ticket sales to which stars are set to appear. "Yeah, she created this," Tamra said of the drama between her and Gretchen. 46, Tamra went on to claim that Scheana has been jockeying for a role on RHOC. "I know she's trying so hard to get on Orange County," Tamra alleged. "When we did the NBC Universal upfronts, Sheena's husband Brock Davies and Scheana both told me that that's her dream job." The Real Housewives of Miami's Adriana, meanwhile, also named Scheana as the Bravo celebrity she's least looking forward to running into at BravoCon. "She created a problem with me and Captain Cutie," she said, presumably referring to Below Deck Down Under's Captain Jason Chambers, though she did not clarify further on what happened between them. "Shocker, she's a troublemaker." Tamra reacted to Adriana's remarks. BravoCon is set to take place November 14th to 16th at Caesars Forum in Las Vegas, featuring stars from across Bravo's hit franchises, including Real Housewives, Below Deck, and more. BravoCon is supposed to be a glittering reunion of reality royalty, 3 days of panels, photo ops, cocktails, and chaos wrapped in designer labels and contouring. But for some Bravo celebrities, it's less of a fan-fueled fantasy and more of a gladiator arena where unresolved feuds and hot mics linger like perfume in an elevator. This year, two of the network's most outspoken stars, Tamra Judge of The Real Housewives of Orange County and Adriana de Moura of The Real Housewives of Miami, have already stirred the pot before the doors even open. In separate interviews, each revealed there are certain people they'd rather not bump into amid the BravoCon buzz. And if history tells us anything, dreading someone in the bravosphere often leads to the most unforgettable interactions. Let's break down who they've zoomed. Let's break down who they've got on their mental approach with caution. List and why BravoCon may quickly turn into a high-heeled battlefield. Tamra Judge, the unapologetic truth-teller Tamra Judge, has never been one to bite her tongue, whether she's stirring tea, spilling it, or hurling the whole cup across a table. She's built her Bravo career on direct hits wrapped in blonde highlights and abs of steel. In a candid pre-BravoCon chat, Tamra admitted she's already bracing herself for some difficult run-ins, and fans were quick to speculate. So who exactly is she less than thrilled to see? 1. Heather Dubrow, the tension that won't die after a roller coaster season filled with passive-aggressive jabs, behind the back, eye rolls, and confessionals dripping in shade. Tamra and Heather Dubrow's relationship is frostier than a champagne bucket in the OC, despite occasional attempts at civility. Lingering resentment still hums beneath the surface. "I don't want drama at BravoCon," Tamra reportedly said, "but there are definitely people I'd rather avoid in the green room." Translation: if Heather walks into the press area, Tamra might just discover an urgent need to adjust her mic elsewhere. Point 2. Shannon Beater, friendship fatigue. Tamra and Shannon Beater have formed, broken, and reformed their friendship more times than anyone can count. But after a season packed with secrets, DUI, fallout, and accusations of betrayal, things are fragile at best. Their dynamic at BravoCon could go either way: a forced hug for the fans or a side-eye so sharp it could slice through a rack of sequined jumpsuits. 3. Vicky Gunvalson, honorable mention. Although Vicky isn't officially in the danger zone, the Tres Amigas have had their own cracks lately. Tamra has hinted she feels caught between loyalties, and BravoCon's schedule might push all three into the same panels. If there's tequila, microphones, and an unresolved group text, anything could happen. Adriana de Moura, the Miami maven. With a memory, Adriana de Moura has delivered some of the most dramatic moments in RHOM history. From fiery confrontations to emotional breakdowns that linger long after the camera's cut. And when she says there are people she's not looking forward to seeing, she's not being coy. 1. Larsa Pippen, frenemies with a flair for fire. Adriana and Larsa's long-running feud could power an entire convention center. Whether it's arguments over plastic surgery, Instagram clout, or personal digs that go a shade too dark, their tension is iconic and unresolved. Adriana's pre-event comment that she hopes she doesn't end up at the same table as certain individuals was widely interpreted as a not-so-subtle nod to Ms. Pippen. Fans are already bracing for an escalator stare-down or a VIP lounge. Face-off. 2. Alexia Nepla, old wounds. New venues. Adriana and Alexia have clashed repeatedly, with their heated arguments becoming season highlights. Their fallout over personal hardships and boundaries has not fully healed, and BravoCon's proximity doesn't leave much room to sidestep. Anyone. Adriana allegedly joked that she may need a map and a bodyguard to avoid awkwardness, but no one's sure she was joking. 3. Gertie Abrera, complicated territory. While Adriana and Gertie aren't exactly enemies, their relationship has been tense, especially after insensitive comments made during Gertie's cancer battle. Though they've exchanged apologies, lingering discomfort could make hallway conversations delicate. Panels, parties, and possible explosions. The BravoCon schedule reads like a social minefield. Panels featuring cross-franchise interactions, green rooms packed with glam squads and producers, and fan Q&As that love to stir old drama mean the risk of surprise confrontations is sky high. Here's where sparks could fly. The ultimate girls panel. Tamra and a handful of ex-housewife frenemies may be seated elbow to elbow. Fans are already betting on whether she walks off stage or walks into battle. Miami mashup. Adriana and Larsa, seated side by side with microphones. Security and sound engineers, take your positions. Backstage crossings. The press lounge and photo activations are infamous for bringing unlikely pairs face to face, often when one is mid-lip gloss application. Fans are hoping they don't avoid each other. Very people Tamra and Adriana are hoping to dodge are the reason fans are praying for the opposite. Twitter, Reddit, and Instagram comment sections are lighting up with fantasy scenarios. Put Tamra and Heather on a panel alone and walk away. If Adriana and Larsa don't face off at least once, what's the point of flying to Vegas? Make them do BravoCon speed apologies in a ballroom with cameras. Bravo knows this, and the network has a long history of putting combustible personalities in the same room by coincidence. Will peace prevail? Will the drama be televised? Despite the anxiety, both Tamra and Adriana know BravoCon is as much about performance as it is about reunion. Avoiding drama entirely isn't just unlikely, it's almost. Off-brand. Tamra has admitted in past years that confrontation is inevitable at these events. You can feel the energy shift when someone walks into the room. She once said, "It's like Housewives radar. We know." Adriana, for her part, has hinted she won't start trouble, but she won't swallow it either. "If someone comes for me, I'll respond. I'm not hiding in a corner." Translation: peace is optional. Reaction is guaranteed. BravoCon, where dread turns into ratings gold weather. They successfully avoid their least favorite co-stars or end up seated across from them at a cast. Brunch. Tamra, Judge, and Adriana de Moura have already set the tone. The anticipation around who they'll meet, greet, or dodge is fueling as much excitement as any official panel announcement. And if past cons are any indicator, the moments they dread most might end up being the moments fans remember best. One thing's certain. When the doors swing open and the cameras start rolling, every glance, smirk, reunion hug, or frosty silence will be dissected in real time. BravoCon isn't just a fan event, it's a live theater of unresolved reality, history, and Tamra and Adriana. They're walking in with stilettos, sharp shoulders back, and heads on swivels,